Hello, once again, it's Willie Barr. Um, here with more information to keep everybody safe. You use it, it's up to you. But due to the coronavirus and the way that it's acting and everything that's going on now, we have the CDC saying just speaking can spread it. I'm not going off what the president say. I'm going off what the CDC says. The scientists, the black scientists, the white scientists, anybody that is really studying this is what I'm going off of. And with the years of me reading and the knowledge that I got from my brothers and sisters, because at a younger time, I was in the Boy Scouts and I had people in the Army and the Marines and everything, and they used to give me uh, survival guides. So everything I'm showing you is based off them survival guides. Uh, Believe it or not, this mask right here, I didn't show this in my video. I had this in my truck. This is a mask. It has the E85 filter. Oh, excuse me. It popped out with it. It has the E85 filter. Pretty much this is the filter that the doctors use on the mask. This is what these masks are made out of. These are what it has inside of it. And I'm finna show y'all some hacks to try to keep y'all safe. Y'all can use, I see on not too many people watch the videos, but I'm doing my justice just to give y'all the information. What y'all do with it, if y'all look at it, y'all look at it. If y'all don't, y'all don't. But this is mostly in line to keep my family and friends safe in case something happens. They got knowledge. I take my kids to the anime conventions and they get these masks from the anime conventions, which, believe it or not, I'm finna show you how to hack them and make them wear to the point that you can use them, reuse them to make the E or high grade mask that can allow you to breathe, and also on the same note that can protect you. Plus it'll be rewashable, so that means you can reuse it. So that's where I'm going from. So here's the thing. Inside, believe it or not, it ain't the best of stitching because I'm using a sewing machine. You can hand stitch this as well. You just need to have time. By me being a truck driver and I'm off for 2 days, I had to get the material, and by getting the material, I also had to make sure I had the right material. And believe it or not, most of the material that I have was already on hand. So the only thing I had to do was get a dense cotton. This is like a dense cotton that our t-shirts is made out of it. But how dense this cotton is almost like it's the installation that most jackets would have to keep you warm, and it's also the same it's almost the same stiff material that you would use in your air filters at the house, but it just don't have the spray that's in it to make it solid. And by it being the way that it is, it's tough. So, and I'm finna show you the material. So you need a dense cotton, you need the netting, like the frill netting that you see right here. You'll need this, like a denim or like the scarf material that you wear in your headbands and whatnot. You need that, and you need some type of silk. Now, you got to put all that together. But also, if it's possible, get yourself some of that spandex material if it's available. You know, ladies, y'all got that spandex that y'all want to throw out, or what you call it, hold on to that because you're gonna need it. But also on the same note, believe it or not, this right here, how I did this right here is already like 6 material or 6 layers already in it. It's 5 to 6 layers because since I'm a truck driver and I'm gonna be out, and see, once you, it'll be tough. Once this is tough as hell. So, and what I did is I layered. I cut 2 of these, and it's also good to, when you're doing this, get yourself like a little ruler, that way you can, and I know y'all probably laughing, but measure your face or measure your child face, because what I did is also on the same note, since the kids had their mask, I used their mask, which was like this, and I did it with this in here, so they can naturally breathe in and out with this on their face. It covers the whole thing. And with my son, since he had one, I did the same thing. I just took something that was already in the house, opened it up a little more in here, and then I did the same thing. Stitched it in, and my niece helped stitch this in while I was working on the rest of them for the rest of the family. And the beauty of that is you go out, and then once you go out, it basically it allows you, when you come back in, take it off, put it in the washer, or if you don't have a washer, hot soap, hot water, wash it, let it dry out. Hot temperatures. Hell, if you feel like it, you can boil it. You know what I'm saying? And I also went to the Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna show you my daughter's. I worked on my daughter's. Hers is a little cutie. I had time, shit. So what I did is I made hers where it custom fit, and it has the little whiskers. But on the same note, depending on how active she is, you can also do a little tie or pin these down to her shirt or whatnot, and it's really secure. Matter of fact, she don't even need it, because when it gets on her, it covers her whole entire face, because when it come down to it, I pinched it. When I pinched it, I wound up sewing it in, so it left a lot of space, so she can wear it, and it covers her whole face. And this strap right here, believe it or not, women, them hair bands, gotta love it. Women have hair bands. Reduce, reuse, recycle. So that is the thing. So it's just set up where if someone sneezes, talk your way, you're able to have something to use when you go out. I'm trying to do my part in keeping everyone safe and giving them information that can be used, that is reliable, and also, before I forget, by me having a mask like this where the filter pops out, I could literally do this. Take it. Depending on, see, even though it's not oh so pretty, but it's really stitched in there, where I can sit up here, take a marker, take a marker, trace over this, cut it out, put it back in here, and reuse it with this mask. Now, for most of y'all saying, oh, you can't use it with the mask because you got the other filter. Man, please, pop this out. Or, if you don't want to pop it out, this is the other thing. Get yourself some 91% alcohol or some Lysol. Spray it very heavily. Because these masks are set up where when you breathe in, it comes through the sides. When you breathe out, it pushes it out through the front. These masks are designed. So, I don't know about y'all. I'm trying to make sure that when I go to work to deliver food through the nation or through the area, wherever I'm sent to go to pick it up and do the drop and hooks or drop it off at the facilities, I am protecting myself. That way I can protect my little girl, my son, and everybody that I live with and interact with. So if you feel the same way, I'm giving you the knowledge. It's up to you to use it. With the sewing machine, the best needles to use is blue jean needles. They will literally say it on there. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. See, like the blue jean. Hold on. Blue jean needles. It'll literally say it on there. Make sure you have enough needles and you properly know how to use the sewing machine. I'm a little rusty, but I knocked the rust off to make sure I get these done. Because, like I said, even with my wife's headset, I customized it for her. That's why the measuring comes in. I customized it for her, but it's. Hold on, I could even use it if I wanted to. It's fully fitted to the face. It left no space uncovered. I can breathe. I'm not struggling. Everything is filtered out. I can still talk. Oh, sorry. I can still talk. So, that's one way. And the best thing about silk, believe it or not, in India and most religions where they wear all that silk all the time. During winter time, silk keeps you warm. Winter time and summertime, silk dissipates heat. Because when you want to talk, it's gonna be a lot of heat. And the best thing about it is with the masks that the children get from the anime convention, it cuts half of my work down. But if you look at it, they're real simple. They're real simple to make. But the way that I did some of these, I made sure that it had coverage. And I mean, I can't tear it or nothing. And then the beauty of it is, if the elastic goes out, If I got time, I can pop the stitches or cut it and just re-sew a new one in, and they're good to rock. And when they're done, guess what? After they come in, wipe wipe off the door handle and everything. Wash their hands. Wipe off the door handle. They can throw it into the washer, high heat. Bam, pull it out. It's good to go. Once again, once it dry, or put it after they take it out, put it in the dryer. It's good to go once again. Because that's a lot of hot heat. And the one main factor of the virus, it cannot take hot heat. Any virus cannot take hot heat. I mean, you wash it, you're using detergents that's medical grade detergents, and you're washing and drying it, you're good to go. It's simple. If you think you did not do it good enough to reuse it, take it, put it in a metal bowl, take you some scalding hot water, done. Only difference between these right here I made, and this right here is that the material that is used is more paper than reinforced fabric. And to be honest, all fabrics are pretty much paper, but it's the tensile strength of it. Because, I mean, think about it. Most fabrics come from animals and wood that's all it pretty much is. And I just have a thing of knowledge to share because I had to learn it somehow in some way. Therefore, I'm just doing it to help out people, to help them keep themselves safe. Well, what I'm going to do is show y'all that you don't have to be perfect at this 100%. You do not, I repeat, you do not have to be perfect at this. Now, I have some silk, and I'm fan because I made this. But what I'm going to do real quick is that I'm going to cut this. I had this measured earlier, so I'm going to cut it because I got to make myself another one of these, and I'm going to show you how I got to this step right here real quick. So give me a second. All right. So that's one. Think of it like a sandwich. Better the sandwich is, better tasting it is. But in case you haven't figured this out, this is a sandwich to keep you safe. So same thing with this. It's a sandwich. Like I said, it's a sandwich. Better it is, the better it's going to keep you safe. So what I'm going to do is take the part that covers, because everything, and believe it or not, all this is going to be sewn in, sewed together. I'm going to try to do it as quick as I can to keep the time down. So bear with me. So, got this. Now, we're going to go with this. We need this right here. Believe it or not, it's going to be some trimming. It's going to be some hellified trimming. You can use your t-shirts, the 100% cotton ones that you have grown out of or the kids have grown out of. You can use that. But you have to order to get it to this type of way, because this is thick. Like, this is thin like your regular shirt, but this is thicker. So you have to double it up like 2, maybe 3 times to get it. But make sure you're able to breathe out of it. Because what you're doing is you're making a filter. That's what it is. It's a filter. So now you have, see, these 3, but we are not done yet, people. No. We're not done. So and believe it or not, some of the survival guides that teaches you this stuff, you cannot find them anymore. Then stop scratching yourself. Your nails is not cut. You keep scratching away, and then that's the dog. I'm sorry, people. Because of this, we haven't been able to take her to go get her nails done. And believe it or not, dogs grow nails too. The dog got left in our care. So now we have this. Now watch how it goes, people. So if you remember, we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got it layered like a sandwich. Seriously, we got this layered like a sandwich. Don't mind if you got too much, because at the end of it, you're going to just cut off what you don't need. Seriously. And we're going to get this to the point of this one, because this is a lot of fabric. It is reinforced tough, and it's not even done yet. So I'm going to try to get you over here a little bit, just to let you see how it's done. Lift up, turn. There we go. Put down. You want to go at least around 2 times. Just saying, probably you at least want to go around 2 times, because You want to make sure that it gets that knock in there, and that way when you cut it, it's really secure. This is another reason why I took home ec when I was in high school, but home ec was kind of easy for me because when I was smaller, I paid attention to what my mom did. Every skill I got, I took it from somebody. My mom, my uncles, my aunties. I have carpenters in my family. Well, I had carpenters in my family. You never know. I probably got more carpenters in my family. But every skill that they had, I took and I used. So now what I'm doing is like a cinnamon roll. And I'm going to guide this. And why am I doing a cinnamon roll type pattern? Because one, it makes it in there secure. And then two, it's in there. And then on top of that cinnamon roll, I'm going to do an X. Because I don't want the material to move around. Because if the material moves around while it's being washed, it'll start frailing, coming apart, and then it'll be useless when you want to wash it. So it don't mean it has to be pretty or it has to be all that. I'm looking for functionality, quality and functionality. If you have the time and you want to be, hey, I want to make it look good, then what you can do is you can do a diamond pattern that's going this way, slashes, and by doing the slashes on opposite ends, it'll make that diamond pattern. So, and besides, this is going to be in the inside. Ain't nobody too much caring about what it looks like on the inside. Okay, so now you might not be able to see that, but give me a second. I'm going to I'm going to put the switch on it and hit it backwards. So now I'm going to put the X pattern into it, or the star pattern. It's a little button on here. When you push it, it bags it up. So now I'm putting the X pattern into it. And then from the X pattern, I'm going to sew it into the middle. Once I get it into the middle, I'm going to turn it. And then right down the middle it goes. Alright. Back the needle up. It's a little knob on here. You twist it to pull the needle up. Pull it out. Cut it. Cut. There'll be a string on the other side. Cut. Now trim off the edges. Because you got it. Remember, you got it sewed up. And most of you's like, I thought you said silk. You got to put the silk on. I'm going to put the silk on there, trust me. But since I work around other people that I don't know if they have it or not, because in the trucking industry, people travel. So see? And now what I'm about to do is I'm about to put the layer of silk. So I'm going to put a layer of silk on this one. And I'm going to put a layer of silk on the other one. And then after I do that, I'm going to wrap it and sew it into this. So you can pretty much figure out how to do it from that point. But I'm going to pause it, do a little bit more, unpause it, show you, and then one more time.